We have issues with the census and the conservatives. They're a little bipolar on this. They don't know which way to go. Some of them think, hey, you know what? This census is outrageous. How dare they try to figure out who's in the country and what congressional districts they're in. That's in the Constitution, that you need to figure that out. James Madison wrote it into the Constitution, as Karl Rove is about to tell you. But some hate it, and others are saying, what are you doing? Are you stupid? If you don't get counted in the census, then the Democrats are going to win easier, okay? Because the Republican districts are going to be underrepresented, undercounted. So how do we know that, honestly, the smart Republicans think that? Well, Karl Rove. I mean, the guy knows how to count votes. You got to give him that, right? Sometimes overcount votes. But he's on the warpath here. He's saying, no, please, fill out the census. He's even made a commercial about it. Let's go to that. Clip number 7.
Hi, I'm Karl Rove. One of my favorite founders is James Madison, principal author of the Constitution. He created an instrument of democracy by writing into the Constitution a requirement for a census every 10 years to ensure fair representation in Congress. If you've not yet mailed back your 2010 census form, it's not too late. Please answer the 10 easy questions. They're almost the same ones Madison helped write for the first census back in 1790. Learn more at 2010census.gov. And thank you.
Yeah. And other Republicans are backpedaling. Patrick McHenry, he's a guy who said, look, our main objective, in the beginning of the Obama administration, he said this, our main objective is to make sure every bill is defeated and that Obama loses and the Democrats lose. Not our main objective is to protect the country or to do the right thing by the country. No, it's to go get the Democrats. And so he's a real right-winger. And now he's saying, oh, my God, okay, get census. Yes. Don't listen to Michelle Bachmann. Please go out there and fill out the census. I don't know what we were thinking earlier. We're not going to get counted. This is going to be a disaster. But there's still some on the right who just can't help themselves, including Michelle Bachmann, who we've quoted on this issue before. Now, Eric Erickson, the new conservative hired by CNN, has stepped into it in a lot of ways. First, I heard his radio show, and he says, look, fill out the 10-question census, okay? He did say that, and he emphasizes, to be fair to him. But then later he started talking about a version of the census, the ACS, which is something that the Commerce Department sends out, okay? It's a different kind of census, and it's asks more questions. I believe it asks about 48 questions. And he got all worked up about this, and apparently one of the questions is, does your toilet flush? Okay, now, of course, it's a great way of misleading you. They don't really particularly care about your toilet so much. They're trying to figure out how many people in the country are still in a situation where they're so poor that they don't have running water or flushable toilet. And yes, that still exists. But it's kind of an old school question. It's on there, so it's easy to mock, right? But so he gets all worked up about this, and Erickson says, this is crazy. What gives the Commerce Department the right to ask me how often I flush my toilet? They don't ask you how often you flush your toilet. Okay. Believe me, Eric, nobody cares about your crap that much. Okay. And then he says, or about going to work. I'm not filling out this form. I dared them to try to come and throw me in jail. I dared them to. I'll pull out my wife's shotgun and see how that little ACS twerp likes being scared at the door. They're not going on my property. They can't do that. They don't have the legal right, yet they're trying. So what's the natural instinct of a conservative? Grab the gun. Let me grab my wife's shotgun. Where's that census son of a bitch? Well, Eric, that's not helpful language. That's going to, help your party get counted a little bit better if when you go to a Republican's door or a conservative's door, he grabs his wife's shotgun. And now the Commerce Department's coming out and saying, hey, take it easy, man. These are guys who are hiring from, for example, Macon, Georgia, where Eric Erickson's from, because they need, we need to fill out this information, and they need the jobs. It's a local guy you're going to shoot or scare with your shotgun that's just trying to get by. Take it easy, okay? If you don't want to fill it out, that's a whole different issue, and we can take that up. But don't go encouraging people to grab your guns, because let's hope that Eric Erickson is stable enough that he's not actually going to shoot a census worker or someone from the Commerce Department. But is he sure that everyone in his right-wing audience is stable enough not to do that? If I was him, I wouldn't be so sure. So it's a very good reason not to tell people to grab their shotgun.